Good afternoon, everybody. This is episode 85. Barry's here with you in the studio. 10 minutes past 4 on this Sunday afternoon, Eastern Spring Daylight Saving Time. Thanks for joining me here in the studio this afternoon. This afternoon, I'd like to talk to you about camping and organizing a camping trip and looking after your car when you are on a camping trip and making sure that you've got everything that you need. Now, do you remember I did a video about camping trips? Well, look up on that video of when I did do that. It is very important that I remind you guys about those things time and time again. But I will get to all those things in a moment. But to open my Sunday afternoon show for episode 85, I've got the recipe of the week, and it is called chicken parmesan. Now, who has heard of chicken parmesan? Let me know down below here. I'd like to hear from you about this. And how do you make it? Well, simply have some chicken breast cut up into thin slices. Make sure that they're in date before you prepare them, okay? Because if the chicken's out of date, bin it and get a fresh one. Because, hey, there is nothing worse than food poisoning. But enough about food poisoning now. Let me tell you how to make this beautiful chicken parmesan. Simply get your breading station ready, like your breadcrumbs, your egg, your flour, and a bit of milk. If you would like to have an egg and milk mix to dip the chicken into. And of course, your breadcrumbs. And then your flour. Okay, now simply dip your chicken in the flour, then your egg and milk mixture, okay, as if you were crumbing chicken schnitzel. Now you've heard of chicken schnitzel, haven't you? And then what you do, guys, is after you've crumbed and floured your chicken, okay, let the excess flour and the egg mixture excess drain off. Keep some oil in a frying pan, okay, and cook your chicken all the way through until your chicken is golden brown, okay? A lot of people make chicken parmesan in different ways. They add a tomato sauce to that and slices of cheese or grated cheese, and then they put it in the oven to let the cheese melt. Okay, and another recipe you can try with crumbed chicken is chicken cordon bleu. Now that's a dish with some ham and cheese in the middle. So cook up some ham, guys, and add some cheese. Cook that until your chicken is cooked through and your ham's warmed through and your cheese and your cheese has melted. And you can serve chicken parmigiana or chicken cordon bleu with some salad on the side or some veggies, whatever floats your boat. So look up a recipe on how to make those two dishes, chicken cordon bleu and chicken parmigiana. Now on episode 85, I'd like to talk about the importance of looking after your car if you're out in the bush. Okay, I will get to that in a minute. But camping, you need to have enough gear to go camping, like a good swag, a camp chair, and a fold out table which you can put in the car or like your station wagon. Well, you need to have a station wagon to put everything in. Okay, such as your swag, your chair, your fold out table, and your swag. I mentioned that. Make sure that you've got petrol in jerry cans, okay? And add a cup of methylated spirits when you fill up, okay? I will talk about being responsible for being out in the bush in a minute. But make sure, guys, you choose somewhere suitable to camp, okay? And make sure there is plenty of firewood around so you can light a fire and boil the billy or cook your dinner or your breakfast or a damper, that sort of thing. Now, as for the sleeping bags, you need good flannelette sheets for the summer and good flannelette sheets for the winter. Okay, make sure that you are not too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter if you are camping. And make sure that you've got enough clothes for summer and enough clothes for winter. Now, taking care of your car, guys. Make sure that you've got enough of everything to fix your car. I mentioned this a couple of months back on one of the videos, episode 48, I think it was. Look that up and watch it. But it is very important that I remind you again about maintaining your car if you are out in the bush or when out in the bush. Okay, make sure that you have all your essentials like your fan belts, your spark plugs, okay, your radiator hose, your coil, and jump pulleys to start the car if you've got a flat battery. All of those things. Make sure you store your petrol in jerry cans, please, not ice cream containers, okay? Because storing petrol in ice cream containers, guys, that is really dangerous. So always store your petrol in jerry cans, please, and make sure you have enough petrol to last you for a trip. If you're going for a 3 day trip, take a small can of petrol and put it in the back of your wagon. But if you're going on a longer trip, guys, you need to take more. Make sure that you've got enough tools to fix your car, well, fix your tires, and make sure you've got spare tires, a spare tire, and a toolkit with spanners and things like that. One of the most common problems in the bush is a flat battery. Okay, now a flat battery can be very annoying, and you're wondering how the heck am I going to get this car started? Well, I'm just about to tell you this now. What you've got to do is shake your wheels, jack your car up, put the car into top gear, turn on the ignition, okay, and turn your back wheel gently until there is a rattle, but be very gentle, careful whilst doing this, and be careful of your hand, okay? And once you hear that rattle of the wheels, okay, then put the car in neutral and then turn on your ignition, okay, and then your car will start, okay? And you can run your car batteries on torch batteries too. It's as simple as that, okay? So always make sure you you check your battery and the condition of your battery. Okay? Always get your car serviced before you take it away out into the bush. Okay? That's very important. And another thing, guys, have enough water and and things like that, because it's no good going out into the bush or driving out into the bush, I should say, without enough supplies. You need to have everything, such as your first aid kit, your toolkit, everything you need to fix your car. I'm giving you a reminder, okay? And if you need to go and look for help, okay, have a hat on because it could be 45 degrees plus where you are. And if you're not prepared, guys, for the bush, these are the ingredients for a tragedy. I hate to have to say this, but it is the truth of the matter. Okay? And have a map of where you are going, whether you're going north, south, east, or west. And before you even leave home, guys, work out where you're going to go, how long it is going to take you to get to and from your destination. Cancel the milk when you are away. Don't carry perishable foods unless you've got a freezer that will run on a battery in the station wagon and make a convoy of 2 or 3 cars and make sure you've got GPSs and radio contact at all times and make sure that you have a lot of everything like I've just mentioned. For goodness sake, don't leave home and not have enough supplies, and you need to have a coil too, 2 coils, because if you break down and you do your coil, guys, that's it, you've had it. So please, be prepared if you are driving a family station wagon or a 4-wheel drive out into the bush, and know your way around on the roads too. And make sure you pay attention on the roads as well. Don't just talk, concentrate on the road so that you don't get bumped. And if you're out in the bush, guys, you have to be your own petrol supplier, your food supply, and your own mechanic. Because one day you may have to fix the car yourself, okay? And if you notice someone else is broken down, please render assistance because they may need your help. It's also very important, guys, to look after your health and your family's health as well. Consider your options before you go away, because if you are sick before the trip, it's no point. If you are going on a painting trip, okay, make sure you have your canvas, your board to set your painting up on, and enough paint, and work out what you are going to paint a picture of whilst you are there. Well, it depends where you're going to. And another thing, and one last thing before I head into the closing sequence, is never, I repeat, never drink contaminated water. Okay? Because it's not safe to drink contaminated water. Well, I hope this video about being prepared for a camping trip and the chicken parmigiana and the chicken corn broth is interesting for you. Let me know what you think about what I've mentioned to you this afternoon on episode 85. Episode 86 coming up tomorrow. But until then, the time is coming up to 4:30 on Sunday afternoon, the 25th of October. I'm Barry Fair. You will have a great Sunday afternoon, and I'll talk to you on episode 86. And before I do go, each week on the show, I will have the recipe of the week. So stay tuned for the next recipe of the week or the next recipe of the month. Who knows? It could be something tasty. Anyway, it's the end of episode 85 now. Have a great Sunday afternoon and early evening, okay? And one thing I nearly did forget to mention, okay? Have your phone charged to make sure that you've got enough reception to call someone if you are in trouble, okay? And make sure that you have enough things in your first aid kit and your toolkits and your maps, and make sure that you are aware of total fire bans before you go driving your station wagon or four-wheel drive into the bush. And this is where I'd like to end episode 85 this afternoon. Thanks for your company, and I will see you, well, I will talk to you tomorrow on episode 86. I'm Barry Fair. You have a great early afternoon. Well, you have a great rest of afternoon and early evening. Bye for now.